What is up, ladies and germs? Welcome back for another video. I am NTG Flux. If you guys like these kinds of videos, please like, comment, and subscribe. It would go a long way. Thank you so much. That being said, we are playing some standard today, some best of three. I think moving forward, we're probably going to try to sprinkle in some standard to do some fun things and see what else we can get ourselves into. Notably sprinkle some standard, not full-fledged. But standard is the only really other format that I really play, like more or less regularly outside of just limited gameplay and things like that. But today we got a deck full of sneaky. So what we have here, we have some one-drops that have ETB abilities or leaves the battlefield abilities to give us value. So we can sneak in our Leonardo's technique to bring things back from the graveyard, or Last Ronin's technique to swarm the board with creatures, and the Baron Steep Siege, which also just pumps your whole team, which can be a pretty strong effect. We are playing Emptiness, probably mainly for its like evoke costs, but there's some flexibility here of bringing back some notable creatures that we want. Oroku Saki, this is more inspired from limited gameplay because this is such a great turn 2 play, and it provides aggression, card advantage, things like that. Abigail, kind of same thing, more inspired by more like my limited experiences, and we're going to see if it works in our standard gameplay. So Abigail is going to look pretty good with the Umbral Collar Zealot for a sack outlet, and the Oroku Saki, Sephiroth, Leonardo Big Brother. But actually it doesn't look good with this because it removes all the abilities. That being said, like it's more like the bodies that we want to look at, and I think that being able to sneak this away is kind of a nice thing to just beef up of all the creatures and things like that. I think it can be messy with some of the leave the battlefields, but these are not the creatures I really want to pump with Abigail. There has been, I do want to consider like some better bodied, better statted bodies for Abigail. So there may be some changes along the road. Voice of Victory, because as we do our sneaking, it would be nice to not be interacted with while we sneak. Lands, we got one Dolkovian encampment, a couple basic lands, and then we got the works here. Trying to make sure mana base is locked and loaded. And yeah, so there's like some leaving the battlefield stuff going on. Sideboard is kind of interesting. So you have your Authority of the Consuls and your Rest in Pieces and Ketramos as a package to basically just more mid-range matchups, just like siding a lot of these pieces in to really get there. You got Get Lost and Mortify as just some deal with anything kind of cards, and that's it. That is what we're going to do today. Am I hopeful? Yeah, I'm hopeful. I don't know how well this will go, but we're definitely going to try. We're going to get in some, let's name this puppy. No, we'll name him later. It's fine. So, best of three. Let's get in there. And once again, if you guys like this kind of stuff or content like this, if you guys like standard, if you guys like to see some more of this kind of content, please let me know. Like, comment, subscribe. All the fancy things. It goes a long way. It really does. So, that being said, let's get in there. So I've been like inspired with like a lot of bad decks. Like I kind of want to make a rat deck because the Rat King is a fun card that I like. I'm a big pack rat sympathizer. I think the card, that's because I'm a limited junkie. It's just awesome. And if I can make it playable in standard, I'd be, I would have done something, which I don't think so, because the format is incredibly fast, and we're not doing any of the fast things. We're just doing sneaking, and honestly, hoping it gets us there. There are some cool play with the one mana reliquary that sacks an artifact or creature and exiles target non-land permanent or artifact or creature, I believe. This hand is not it for us, friends. We're going to try that again. So yeah, the reliquary, it's good off the things that makes like food and stuff like that. I think I'm going to keep this. We're going to try to get a Beavers online. I think I'm going to get rid of... I think I get rid of emptiness here. It is kind of like removal, so... Like 2-card combo. Yeah, I think it's just emptiness. I was thinking about getting a little cute, but it's probably not the best thing to do for us, and that's okay. Swamp, Tiny Bone joins up. We discard. Probably Abigail at this point. That's not a bad draw. We really need to hit our land here, so let's scry for success. Shadowy Backstreet. I think I'm going to keep it because I can always just play to the board a little bit. Let's see what they do. So legendary, whenever a legendary creature you control enters. So I'm completely cool with this. What they could do is take my reliquary, and they're probably going to take the Zealot just in case they don't know what my deck is outside of maybe a sneak deck. Okay, well, that's not bad. I will do this, pay 2 life, attack, sneaky, sneaky. Hey, creative, whatever. Maybe worth, I don't know. So let's go here. Let's see what our top card is. Land can go away. Filter. Sacrifice you. Make a food. Raven, go away. Attack for 3. Running out of gas here, but that's okay. And they're going to play my Zealot. Oh yeah, they give me a card so they can cast that card. Right on. Bandit's Talent. Yeah, you got my land. So I guess it's not the most terrible thing. I mean, like, this is going to hurt. Okay, this is fine. Oh, they're going to make me discard that? It's kind of a bummer. This would just, I think, really just end the game. I mean, let's hope they don't have a discard effect for us. Not lucky enough for us, which is fine. And if this is 4th time. Cool. Do they gain 2? No, they. I only lose 2. This is interesting. I think this is a fair thing to do here. Drain. Momo. I like this Momo in this kind of deck though. It's kind of pretty. It's cool because it puts a counter on something, and putting a counter on something on like Sephiroth right now seems pretty strong. So at the beginning of draw step, draw an additional card for each opponent who has 1 life. So yeah, you got it. They're drawing. That's a good start for us. I wanted my... Yes, sir. All right. Let's ground them out. So what do we got? Like... I don't think I want to bring anything. I mean, I presume I'll take some Get Losts. And I presume they're just going to cut my lands down pretty hard. The emptiness can go, and one of the last run-ins technique. I saw that opening hand where it was just 2 last run-ins techniques and 5 lands. I'm like, this is why like some of these decks just don't work, just because like they find a way to make these cards like look bad. Granted, like last run-ins technique is probably not one of my strongest cards, but like it keeps the game moving, I think. And because we are more or less a go wide deck. Maybe that was an argument for just taking out the emptinesses. Hey, but up a game. Get Lost. I mean, it takes care of like their talents and stuff like that. If they choose to let in, then their Tiny Bones joins up. I'm not a big fan of their higher or their claw, whatever, higher claw, whatever. That basically Thoughtseize me and takes a card that they can cast. Let's see. Alright, Grub. And little guy friend. Alright. I presume you would like to go first. If you don't, I'll take it, you know, like, not gonna catch me slipping. No shot. This is kind of silly, don't you think? What do you guys want to talk about? Our feelings? Probably not. Probably not. What board is this from? Is this like a... Theros. Ooh, this twist. This is fun. Ooh, yeah, these dance too. Good times, good times. Hey, if they time out and concede this game, I take that as a W. We're not deleting that because you know what? We out here trying to take wins at any capacity. Doesn't do any science for the deck, but hey, sorry, grub. Better luck next time, brother. I used to like be into like the mono black, just like hand hate decks, but it's just like it doesn't take a lot for them just to slam something and win. So try not to play that strategy, especially in this kind of format when there's just so much card advantage and speed and like things. It doesn't take a lot for you just to it just not be enough, you know? I mean, I suppose it's like okay, it's okay against like combo style decks and things like that, but not like the Tiny Bones joins up like Root because it's not like Thoughtseize or anything that you just peel their what they're trying to do right off. Okie dokie. Opponent goes first. Boo. This hand is applicable. I like to play Momo. Not even the good Momo. I will cast one budget Momo. Thank you. Looks like they're the landfall deck. Elf. Land, go. Concealed Courtyard. I'll go ahead and do this. I will scry 2. Is Abigail what we're looking for? I don't think so. I honestly thought that we could put a 1/1 counter on one of these guys entering the battlefield. Well, that thing's gonna have to die, so fun fact. They get their value. That's going to be pretty good here soon. Let's Verge. I'd like the Ice Tilt to go away. And next turn we can play the Baron Steep Siege. See how that goes. It's like my mini Ouroboros. Or we could just make them start sacking their creatures. That's interesting. Sacking the Fabled Pastures. I don't think you need to do that in this spot. Probably want to hold on to those things. Looks like you had a play here, so that I can understand. Putting some lands away. Okay. Beginning or end step? Both at the end step, so that is that. He'll just pay 2 life. I think we just need to go big. I don't know if that's the right play. I mean, they're like a Badger Mole Cub away from like really just wrecking me. Alright, they're flashing back Esper Origins. Surveil 2, gain 2. Another Esper Origins, not good for the home team. Yep, they can cast that. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't do the sack thing because this is just what it kind of turns into. It just gets a lot out of control. Pretty sure you need to hold back? Okay, I guess not. I will take 4. Taking care of their eye. Oh my stars. Well, I think I'm doing this. Okay. Argument for doing it there, but I still don't think that's just the right play. So we're just going to try to pump our team to the moon and have a little fun. Gain 2 mana. Esper Origins. Yep, keep doing it. One land away, kept 1 on top. Badger, Mole, Cub. Pretty good. A third Esper Origins. Yeah, feel free. Everything's fine. Okay. Not good for us here. All right. Pump, pump. Are we dead? Yeah, everything has trample. Probably. Ooh. Okay. I will. Hold on. I guess we're blocking Sirach. Blocking you. Blocking you. Blocking you. So I'm taking 6. What do you got, buddy? Okay. Pump them up. Well, that's a terrible draw. Another Esper Origins, 4 for 4 for the home team. Ice Till Explorer loses us the game. Gives a trample. You got it. Well, I guess. Hold on. I don't think that was right. That is right. I just feel like they screwed all that up. But yeah, that's okay. They are winning. Boo. So I think that was just definitely the best play to go that route. Rest in peace. So don't think about that. Let's add a couple of these. Get rid of emptiness. Fun fact, we can just make this Abigail this. That could be pretty strong. I don't really want to play things from the graveyard since I'm on the Rest in Peace plan. Let's get rid of one of you. These sieges seem pretty good. All right, we'll take the play. I mean, there was an argument just to keep the same gameplay, but going first would probably help. But we were on a mulligan to 6-2. I'm gonna play. His hand seems fine. They are on a mulligan. Yeah, I'll pay 2. I'll drain you. I don't know how good Voice of Victory is going to be. Pretty sure I'm going to do this. Going to sneak in this, because this is going to be big and chunky next turn, because I'm going to Voice of Victory. I mean, I kind of like the Beaver plan. It's aggressive. It's not bad. And they just use a fetch there. Okay, that is pretty good. But, hey, this is fine. Starting town. Yeah, we're doing this. Drain. Scry. Drain. Scry. I don't know how good Voice of Victory is going to be, but it's not going to be bad. It kind of adds to a go wide plan. Okay, if that's what they're doing, I think I'm pretty cool. So this gets pumped once, so that's going to be a bad block. I'm going to be able to take... They're attacking? Sure. Um, what's the worst they can do? Ice Till, attack for a lot, lose in the air? Okay. Cool. Beavers, man. Limited All Star. I think I'm going to keep the same game plan here. Hmm. Do 3 and 3. Anything else? I mean, that was an aggressive hand. That was pretty good. I mean, the good thing about the landfall deck is that is Life Gain gonna be good? It's not good with their Earthbending. Earthbending, like, it's already in play, so that's not that big of a deal. But the Life Gain, it just doesn't matter. It's a combo deck that just goes way beyond 20 damage. So, like, gaining 5 really doesn't help. All right. On the split with a, top tier meta deck. It's not a bad sign for a good old sneaky sneak. Granted, that hand like worked out pretty well, and our scries were like really good. We got a lot of lands out of the way. I mean, it wasn't like a busted deck or a hand, and plus they didn't need to attack like that. This hand is great. I think I would, maybe not. I'm gonna go ahead and Beavers. Probably just gonna tap land Beavers again. Zealot. I don't think Zealot's what we're looking for. We already got one. The argument to Beavers Momo next turn. Elf, go. It's Beavers. I'm gonna pass on the Verge. We're gonna do this. White. Tapped. Momo. Attack for 1. Okay. Double Cub. Luckily, that sack doesn't do anything. Oh. Sephiroth. Sephiroth. I think actually land is good here. Yeah, land is pretty good. Okay, so we're gonna do this. Get in there. I think we gotta keep plucking away. 3 damage is somewhat of a clock. They have a lot of mana. Harmonizer. Okay, that doesn't mean much yet. Looks like they don't have a land. They don't have a land. That's great. I think I'm taking out this Harmonizer. So if I block with Momo, no, I'd rather take him 4. This is fine. We're gonna Sephiroth. Sephiroth. I'm gonna sacrifice Momo. Ketramos. Put a 1/1 counter on target creature, I think. I think we're doing this. Should have attacked first. Harmonizer. Next turn. We can Baron Steep Siege or Ketramos. Another Harmonizer. Oh, that's terrifying, so got that going for us. Well, you don't want a third Badgermole? You want real lands, don't you? Yep. Tough decision. Like, if I get a land off the top, we're gonna Abzan here. Attack for 2. I may just be dead, honestly. Because if their Earthbending Ascension pops off, I need them to draw like one of those protection spells or whatever. Oh, that's not good. Oh, yeah, they can cast it both sides. They put another one away? Oh, jeez Louise. Each one taps for 4. I mean, we're just kind of boned. Yeah, they're doing it. Yeah. Turns out, Rest in Peace was the right play. They put that land away. That's interesting. Another Might Form. I only got one land. I mean, this is a real problem. Triple Esper Origins. I suppose I'm blocking. This does that. And I'm still just kind of dead. Add mana, add mana. +2/+0. Goes away. Oh yeah. We dead. I go up to 17. Well, that doesn't do much for you, does it? buddy. Except for, you know, doubles, their strongest thing. I would like to concede. Six, 12. Yeah, ditch. All right. That being said, there's some cool things here. I think we have a start to something, which I'm really good at that. I'm really good at making a start to a good idea. And it's whether I want to like lean in or not. So, yeah, this deck was pretty sweet. I think that it played a little bit better. This Baron Steep Siege is actually kind of like pretty solid. I think what this deck really does need and more things to go wider. Like I think more like this kind of effect going wider and having more like things to eat is probably going to be where this deck finds some success. Probably the coolest thing that we did was the Rest in Peace Ketramos like kind of combo. I think that like against the landfall deck, I think that could be pretty strong. It's like 50% strong. Like if 50% can shut them down if they're on the Ice Till plan or Esper Origin plan, but on the other side, like sometimes you know they just pop off with just like natural landfall stuff. Momo, this is okay. I was almost playing the actual good Momo and then the Sage of the Skies. I think that could also be put in here as well. Oroku never came up. I would have liked to see that a little bit, but I do like one copy of Leonardo Big Brother here because it can sneak in for a lot of damage on the right board. Voice of Victory did its job, and I feel like it does have a place in this kind of deck. Abigail kind of was a little let down and not the best that it could be, but probably one drops, guys. I'm just telling you, Dream Beavers is truth. And I like this card, and I think this card has a lot of play, and it can do a lot of work. So that being said, I appreciate you guys hanging out with us today. We will definitely see you guys in the next one for probably some more limited or maybe some more standard. Let me know how you feel about all that. I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.